What's going down with it, people? How's it going? We are less than 24 hours before quite possibly the biggest episode of Monday Night Raw in the history of Monday Night Raws. January 6th, WWE Raw officially going live on Netflix for the first time ever. You've been hearing it for days, for weeks, and months from fans, media personnel. You've been hearing it from superstars. You've been hearing it from top executives like Triple H himself that this up and coming Monday Night Raw is going to be an event unlike any other. You thought all those episodes of the Attitude Era were amazing. You thought all those episodes of the Ruthless Aggression Era was crazy. You ain't seen nothing yet. And obviously, you got to do what you got to do to promote the hell out of this show. But this is going to be a damn good episode of Raw just by the lineup alone. This Raw is obviously so big that I'm even doing a preview and predictions video. I've never, in the history of making videos, I've never done a preview and predictions for an up and coming Monday Night Raw or any WWE television programming. So this show is going to be big and it's going to hit very hard from beginning, middle to end. So just to kind of give you all a little quick run through what could very well happen on this show, because I feel like regardless of what our predictions are, we won't really know what's going to go down until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. And I think that's what makes this debut so crazy, because anything could very well happen on this show. Anything could go down. Something that we probably didn't even call from the get-go. So just to name off a few, obviously you got John Cena on this show. And I feel like I could see John Cena coming out and announcing that he's going to enter the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble's obviously coming up. You got to start building up to it. And if he comes out there and gives off a promo saying that this is going to be my last year, I'm going out crazy, I'm winning the Royal Rumble, I'm running through your favorite superstars, and I'm winning the title in the main event of WrestleMania, John Cena could very well be the huge favorite, at least in my book, to win this year's Royal Rumble. So I can see John Cena cutting a passionate promo on January 6th. And then you got some big matches. Jey Uso, Drew McIntyre. I think Drew McIntyre's beating Jey Uso easily. Should it be more surprising if Drew just straight up abolishes Jey Uso? I'm talking like just straight up massacres Jey Uso to the point where you got to send him to the damn hospital. And even then, Drew could do more damage there. And then ultimately, I haven't been talking about this in the previous Raw rundowns, but it seems apparent that Pentagon Jr. is coming to WWE. His WWE debut is very imminent. I mean, they've been kind of teasing this vignette, and everyone's been trying to put the pieces together. And as we saw last week, it's very apparent that Penta could show up. So if he shows up, if he doesn't show up at the Royal Rumble, he could very well show up on the debut episode of Raw. So I can see them pulling that out. And then, like I said, going back to some of these huge matches, obviously in the picture here, you got CM Punk, you got Seth freaking Rollins. And, man, this could go either way, honestly. And I don't even think this is going to be the last time CM Punk and Seth Rollins even go at it. As good as a match this will be, I feel like somehow, some way, I think CM Punk is going to pull off the win. Maybe CM Punk gets the W, and then Seth Rollins just goes crazy after the match. Maybe he oblizomized CM Punk to where he's busted open like crazy. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I just don't see this being the last match between these two. And I feel like Punk, again, beats Rollins in what will be a really good matchup, I think. And obviously another big match. You know, you got Roman Reigns. You have Solo Sikoa. This is arguably Solo's biggest match of his career. And I just don't know, man. You know, people been saying Roman's going to easily win this, OTC all the way. But honestly, I don't even know. I feel like they could easily give the win to Solo here. I can easily go either one, to be honest with you. I think that's what makes that tribal combat so really intriguing to watch, because, again, you genuinely don't know who's going to win until that bell rings. But, man, if The Rock shows up, because I could see The Rock showing up. Maybe he might, I don't know. I don't know if he distracts Solo I mean, Roman, because if he does that, then Roman's going to have a problem with The Rock, and then we got to get Roman versus Rock. But I just feel like with this year's WrestleMania, for some reason, I just don't see them doing Rock versus Roman this year. I feel like they push that shit another year because we all know the WWE and this damn bloodline story, they like to stretch it, and they will stretch it and stretch it. If they have to stretch it towards another year, they will stretch it towards another year. So I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. If I had to pick a winner, like $1 million on the line, just cause I say Roman gets the W and just wins the Ulafala and becomes, well, remains, I should say, the tribal chief. Because obviously we all know Solo Sikoa is a team tribal chief. He ain't the real tribal chief. He's just he's a fake. He's a wannabe. He's a fraud. But yeah, man. All in all, man, I just say tune into the show on Monday. Like I said, this is gonna be a big show. This is gonna be a really good show, and I'm really curious to see if this Netflix show, or Raw on Netflix, I should say, lives up to the hype.